guys, welcome back to Beauty and the Business with Tlhori Maroga. If you're new here, Hegel, hey. If you're returning, Hegel, what's good? Let's get right into today's video. In today's video, we're gonna be counting 5 things you need to be a successful nail tech slash beauty entrepreneur in 2026. If you like this type of content, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and share with all your beautiful friends. First of all, when you want to become a nail tech, this is my first advice to you. You have to have patience. If you don't have patience, then there is not really much I can tell you. I can tell you all the types of systems that we have in the nail industry, all the types of nail art that we have, the growing trends and everything, but they all come with patience. It's all a learning process from start until. I've been so many years in, but I'm constantly learning as I go. So you have to have a very teachable spirit, and you have to have patience. You have to have patience with yourself, especially when you're beginning, because you're still learning, and that takes time. Unfortunately, it just takes time. It's not an overnight type of thing. You have to be constantly practicing, constantly applying yourself in order to be good at what you do. The second thing I would always say is that do not depend on your family and friends to support you. Like, I always say this, I wish I knew this when I began, because it is the truth and there is no deeper truth than this. If you want to succeed in the beauty industry, particularly the nail industry, don't depend on your family to support you or your friends to support you, because they have their preferences. They have people that they go to that they're comfortable with. Some don't even do nails. They'll come the first few months just to keep your spirit alive, just to keep you going. But after a while, like, it's just not their thing, or it's just not convenient for them. You are too far, or you are just, you're just not what they prefer, and it's okay. Don't now go cutting people off because they're not supporting you. So if you are starting a business, especially a beauty business, particularly a nail business, because it is such a particular medium, like, you like your nail tech to file a certain way, to add product a certain way. So it's a very niche type of thing. I don't know if niche is the correct word to use, but you have your uh comfortabilities, that you prefer. So you can't be forcing every single person in your life to come support you. So that's the second thing I'm gonna say. If you're gonna start a nail business, then do not count on your family and friends to be your main customer base. They can be, supportive. Obviously, they want to see you thrive, but they cannot be your main target audience and your main customer. Because the other problem that comes with having family and friends is that they like discounts. I mean, I know you, girl. We grew up together. I'm your sister, I'm your mother. Like, do me for free, girl. So you to avoid that, you just want to separate yourself from your business. That's the third point. You want to have you and your business as two separate entities. You guys are not the same person, and therefore treat both separately. For example, if you're having a bad day at work, don't take your bad day home. Or if you're having a bad day at home, if something happened before you came to work, don't take that to your clients. So you want to separate both entities. You are not your business, and your business is not you. This will save you a lot of stress, because one thing about business is very stressful. You might be doing your passion, you might be doing something that you love, that you're passionate about, but it is stressful. That is just the rules of the game. It comes with its own stresses. So to avoid that, you really want to separate yourself from your business. because then that will give you some breathing ground, and it will actually help you to look at your business from an outer eye, to not necessarily be so concerned with what is happening at that moment that you can't see the bigger picture. So when you are able to separate yourself, then you can see the bigger picture of what is it that you are actually trying to achieve in the long run, and how best to use your resources. Rule number 4: if you want to be a successful nail tech, then you need to treat your clients as just that, clients. They're not your friends, because sometimes boundaries. It helps you prevent clients being overly familiar with you and your business. Now they no longer respect you as a service provider, they no longer respect your business as an entity. They just come and go as they please. Sometimes they do not even pay. They just because now they're treating it like as, oh, it's my friend's thing, so I can just do whatever. Or sometimes they will get there and find that you're busy with another client, then they want you to service them instead, because they're used to you, they're more familiar with you. So especially this happens more often when you're now starting to build a returning clientele. You want to still ask the nice questions. You still want to make sure that you show interest in their life, but you also want to always maintain that boundary that we are two separate entities, we are not the same person. It just saves everyone the hassle of trying to figure out what's happening, right? So the last point, this is point number 5, of if you want to be a successful nail tech. If you want to be a successful nail tech, respect your business. Respect your business. If you say that you are opening at a certain time, open at a certain time. If you say that you are taking bookings only, take bookings only. If you have a certain structure, this saves everyone a lot of time, and it saves confusion. No one is confused. People know if there's a booking fee that needs to be paid, people pay the booking fee before they come. If people know that there is a late fee, people pay the late fee. So everyone now respects your business because you respect it too. So if you are saying that you open every day, and I pass by your workplace or your salon, it's not open. Like on a random day it's open late. Like you say you open at 9, and on a random day it's open like at 12 or 1, then you're not gonna create a reliable clientele, because people don't know what you're doing. They don't know if you open, they don't know if you close, they don't know if they should book or they should not. For example, other things, if you're doing house calls, then if someone books a house call, you commit to it, then show up for the house call. Actually show up and respect your business, because that's what builds clientele. If you say that you do house calls and someone books you for a Saturday morning appointment, for a Saturday 6 a.m. appointment, you agree to it, and then you go out Friday night, you get wasted, and then Saturday morning comes, you don't even show up, you don't call, you don't say anything. That will ruin your reputation, and it will potentially ruin your business, because people like reliable service providers. Like, I need to know that if my girl said she's gonna be there, she is gonna be there, unless if there is something that was above and beyond her if something was above her control, then obviously you can't control every situation that happens in life, but you do want to make sure that you are reliable. Like, if there's anything else you've learned in this video, it is the rules of the game. You need to be reliable. People need to know that you're gonna provide the service that you said you're gonna provide at your best ability. That just makes you that grows your clientele, because they know that even if anything happens, you're gonna try your best to make sure that their services gets rendered and they are happy at the end of the day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this content and you're still here, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. and share with all your friends. Until next time, this is Beauty and the Business with Hlori Maroga. Bye.